So these are the filigree templates that I showed you in the last one, and they have darker tones and lighter tones, and I had made a pair of earrings using these. It did not come like this. It came in this plastic bag, and then I just made this little separator thing for it. It'd be easier for me. So with these, I will be leaving the link below for the kit, and they have other colors. I decided on brass, so I made this filigree bracelet. It can also be incorporated into a necklace, but I bent this, so I'm going to show you what it looks like before I bent that. So they come like this. This is the front, that's the back, and they're quite large in size. Is what it looks like. Okay, and these are very flexible. If you're crafting with this, you can bend it and do many other things with each one of these, but they're not that flimsy. I mean, if you're making a necklace or something with it, they're still going to be sturdy, but they are bendable and flexible, but not extremely flexible. So for instance, for the bracelet I made, I decided to bend it, and I glued a bead out of the kit from Hobby Lobby. Now, I have pieces of wire just working with it, but I had this bead, and I really liked it. I like the color. It's like a deep amber color, and I thought that would look nice. Now this would make a nice necklace as well, but I have another idea in mind for a necklace, and you get a lot of each of the shapes. And if you want to see the shapes, just look at my other video with the earrings. And this is attached with the chain. Now if you're going to use this as a centerpiece for a necklace, then you can add beads to a chain, like a couple of beads, a chain, a bead, a chain, and that would look nice. And then you could also put something in the center, a little flower, something gluable. Now what I used that was for glue, and this is kind of smushed, it's my E6000 jewelry glue. I use it every drop of this. This is one of the biggest tubes. They do have different size tubes if you don't want to spend that much money for the big tube. But I'm constantly crafting and using this, especially when I'm gluing cabochons and when I have resin. And so anyway, what I did was I took the lid off, and you should stick, while you're using it, you should use like a plastic cup or something, because you see it got on the edge, and you should stick a toothpick in it in between using it, and then you can use this toothpick for an applique to apply your glue. I just took a little on a toothpick, and you're going to want 2 toothpicks around you, because, and I don't know where my other toothpick ran off to. Okay, you want more than 1 toothpick, and just to help you. But this, the E6000 usually needs 24 hours to fully set. But I applied it, and within like 20 minutes, it kind of didn't slide and move. So you want to wait a little bit, maybe do your chain before you glue your bead. This way that all the other parts are done, and if you have other things you're going to add to it, then go do that before you glue your pieces. So, because you're going to want to move around, and you're going to don't want to knock it off. So that this way, I'm not moving around too much, because I've glued it. And if you make it to sell or give it as a gift, it's embarrassing, because then you just put it in there and they might get it with the piece off. So wait till it sets, give it 24 hours, and if you're going to work on it, do all the other things you need to do to it, and then your glued pieces. So this will make a nice centerpiece for a necklace, and I'll be doing that in the future. You do get plenty of each of the different shapes, and this is what I did. And so I got a chain. I didn't have the exact colored chain. Now this is brass, but I had like a pewtery type one. These chains I just got. It's from Metal Gallery at Hobby Lobby. Ideally, you'd want to get a chain that matches, or you can do old beads around so you don't see the chain, which I might change and do. And you want it to look nice and everything to match and get the correct jump rings. I had a few brass colored jump rings, so when you want to match the color, and like I said, these do come in other colors: silver, gold, copper, and some are darker toned and some have a gold tone. I simply just glued the bead that I had, and you can get a flatter bead or an some kind of acrylic bead that you glue down. But I like the raised look, but you might want to frame it for a more professional look. And you could do a wire and put some seed beads on it and then go around it in whatever color you want. And I like these seed beads from Panda Hall. It came in a kit because they're infused with silver and you can see it. So whatever color you use, it's got this high shine because it's infused with silver. So that's really what I did. I threaded the chain through, then I used a jump ring, did the same thing on the other side, and then I went in the back, and I didn't have the correct color of clasp, so I had to use a silver one. But of course, if you're going to make them to sell as gifts, you want to make sure that all the colors are the same of all your findings. So don't mix and match that way because it's not going to look professional. So that's what it looks like. I have a small wrist, so I had to pretty much chop off a lot of chain, and it's still loose. But I like it. I think it looks really nice on. And I like that you can bend these. Just bend them like that.